Today we'll be making homemade candies, and these will be much healthier than the versions you would normally buy at the supermarket, and they're also very delicious and simple to make, so it's a win-win situation. Hi everyone, this is Christa Clark with artisticvegan.com, and welcome back to another Artistic Vegan show. But to start, we're going to be taking some coconut oil. I have right here some coconut oil. It's organic, non-GMO. It's an extra virgin blend. And what I'm doing right now is we are going to be making the chocolate. Now, you could also just take some chocolate chips or chocolate bar, melt it down on your stove top or microwave if you still use those. I do recommend stove and a double boiler, and melt the chocolate down, and you can use that in lieu of making your own, although it is fun to make your own, so that's what we'll be doing today. So I have 1 tablespoon here. I'm going to grab 2 more tablespoons for a total of 3. And coconut oil has some good fats in it, so you don't have to feel so bad either. Okay, you could probably get away with 2 tablespoons here. Sometimes I go up to 4, but I'm going to go with a happy medium and go for 3. And it's really wonderful moisturizer. We actually have a huge tub of it, and we use it on our bodies, we use it in our hair. We can use it, you can use it to whiten your teeth and to clean them. You can do a rinse with it. There's all kinds of things you can do. I love it as a facial moisturizer. Coconut oil is the best. So I have my 3 tablespoons of coconut oil here. I'm going to place it into a bowl, and I have some hot water. I'm going to pour it around that, and that acts as a hot water bath, and this will melt the coconut oil. In a separate container, I've got 1/4 cup of chocolate. I'm going to be making a dark chocolate blend. So now that our coconut oil is melted, we're going to take 1/4 cup of chocolate, the melted coconut oil, and have your favorite syrup. You could use 100% Mexican agave, pure maple syrup from Canada, combination of the two. I think for this one, I usually used agave in the past. I'm hoping the maple syrup will work, but I'm going to do it later. Now you can make it as sweet or unsweetened as you would like. I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons. I've gone all the way up to 4. So I have my melted coconut oil here. I'm going to carefully pour that in. And mix it together. It's going to create a beautiful liquid, delicious chocolate. I am going to put it in the hot water to keep it in a liquid state. So now it's very simple. You just spoon out a little bit in the bottom of each of these cups. You can use a regular cupcake liner, or I have these plexi ones. It makes it easy to get them out. They don't stick, and they're reusable. I really like them. And so I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of chocolate in the base and freeze them, and this will create a base for our dark chocolate. This would also be a really fun dessert to make with your kids. It's really easy. It takes very little ingredients. Anybody can just take your teaspoon here, pour it in the bottom, put it in the freezer, and you have hot chocolate. Beautiful like that. Now you can stop here and make the original kind, or you can proceed and take a ripe banana. And they call these Elvis style because he liked the banana in his. And the more I try it, the more I agree. So I am going to proceed. I'll make 2 without, so you can see the original, and then the rest will have one because I think it's even better. We're interested. So there you have it. Your first step, you're already almost done. Just put this in the freezer for about 10 minutes or until it firms up, and then we'll be back for the next step. So it's been a little over 10 minutes, and the bases are nice and set and firm. So now we're going to add some peanut butter to it. You could also use almond butter or seed butter if you're allergic to nuts. So you want to add a dollop of peanut butter. I'm going to use a heaping half teaspoon, about 1 teaspoon. You keep it towards the center, then you can pour chocolate all around it, and it'll make that nice seal. If it doesn't seal, it tastes just as good. And for fun, I thought it would be fun to add just a little bit of jam to it. So now, with your leftover chocolate, you're just going to take it and pour it around it. Right, so there you have it, our first homemade candy. They don't have to necessarily be perfect, but they're going to taste great. So when you put these in the freezer for about 30 minutes or more until they set, you can go a couple hours, all night, until you desire for them to get eaten. Once they've had a chance to set, you can take them out of the freezer and give them a try. So I made it about as long as I could take it, so they probably could have gone a little bit longer, but it'll be just enough to go ahead and show you what it's like. Look at that. Now that one has a banana in it. This one does not. And this messy looking one had jam on it. I personally like the one with the banana, so that's what I could go for. Very good. Simple, delicious. And as I said, if you wanted a little sweeter, you could add a little more sweetener to it. A little sprinkle of salt on top. Maybe add a little vanilla. Maybe add a nut or some caramel. You can do tons of things with these. So there's the one with the banana. A little regular, it's very good, if not better. I mean, it's a classic. And then I'm gonna let my husband have the peanut butter and jelly since that's his favorite. And my 2 bites equal about 1, so I better stop there. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and we'll be making another one soon. Okay, now that we've made our chocolate peanut butter cups, we're going to be making our next dessert treat, a healthier Snickers version. So first we'll need to make our nougat. We have 1/2 cup of dates, add 1/4 cup of nuts and Reese's peanuts for the traditional flavor. A pinch of salt, I have about 1/8 teaspoon pink Himalayan. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. This time I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And this is a pure vanilla. Place that in your food processor and blitz it all together until it's nice and sticky. It should start moving as one unit. Once it does, there. I have a baking sheet and just a little piece of parchment paper large enough to place these into the shape of bars. Once you have your 6 bars, place them in the fridge or the freezer to set, and we'll make the caramel. Next, we'll want to make the caramel layer. So this is really simple, and you can even just use 2 ingredients, though I'm going to use 4 this time. So take a 1/2 cup of dates. Now I made different varieties. I've added a 1/2 cup of water and blended it and called it caramel, and it actually turned out really good. I've also tried it with milk, dairy-free of course, and it works out really great. And today I'm going to use a different mixture so it's a little bit firmer. Then I have 1/3 cup of coconut milk, which has been refrigerated, and this is the creamy part that gets solid. And last night I took some coconut flakes and turned it into coconut butter. I'm going to use 1 to 2 tablespoons of that so it'll form up longer. This next ingredient is optional. I am going to add a pinch of sea salt. You can skip that. It makes it kind of a salted caramel. Once you have everything in your food processor, go ahead and twirl it all together until it's nice and creamy. Now we have our caramel, and this is a much healthier version than the normal just sugar, milk, or water, and butter, or just caramel slices. So this is a lot healthier, and it tastes delicious. So I have the bars from out of the freezer. They've been sitting for a while, they're nice and firm. I'm going to go ahead and spread the caramel on top. Okay, so we've got our nougat, our caramel. We're going to place these in the freezer. You can also put them in the fridge. I'm going to let them set, and then I'm going to cover them in chocolate. Our bars have been setting in the freezer. They're holding up really nicely. I did add some peanuts to the top of some of them and then left 2 without. So I have 6 total bars. I'm going to make a chocolate and then we'll dip it in chocolate and then put it in the freezer for a little while longer. Once they set, go ahead and taste them and they'll be ready. So here I have the 3 tablespoons coconut oil. It's going to be the same recipe as I did before. Again, you can use equal parts on all of this, a little less or more, it's suitable to your palate. So here I have 1/3 cup of raw cacao powder, which is full of antioxidants and minerals, which is great, and it gives you that euphoric feeling of love, which is above that. Here I've got the maple syrup. I'm going to go with 2. You could go up to 4, but we think with the sweetness from the caramel and the dates, you could probably go with 2. Here I have the melted coconut oil. Here you can even sneak in little superfoods and no one will know. I love it. So I added just a tiny dash of reishi. You could also use chaga, maca, protein powder. Place the bar onto a board, cover and chop. My chocolate has gotten a little stiffer due to the temperature. You'd have to heat it up a little. It should just melt right on top. I was having trouble with the chocolate, so I ended up heating a couple chocolate bars in using the double boiler method. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these up. Okay, so we finally have our chocolate covered Snicker bars. I'm going to place these in the freezer to set about 30 minutes or so, and then we'll go and try. For the final taste test, so these are the Snickers bars. They look beautiful. Okay, so for the final taste test, Very good. There's something so satisfying about homemade food, whether it's candy or something savory. Now I have a freezer full of candy, so I will, and other sweets like the cheesecake from last week. So next week we'll be making something more savory. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll come up with something and share. So these are homemade Snickers bars, and earlier you saw the homemade Reese's. And you could also make other candies. Maybe we'll make some in the future. If you have any that you'd like to make, let me know in the comments. This is Christa Clark with artisticvegan.com. Thank you very much for watching the Artistic Vegan Show today and joining me in my kitchen here in Mexico. I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and you come and watch more. Thank you.